Alrighty, so the final part of this three-part series with recording looms is actually following up, right? So even if you recorded a great video, you put a call to action and a specific timestamp about what you're talking about in the video and the email, and you title the email properly, everything's great. The reality of cold outreach is not everyone's going to get back to you right away after the first email. But instead of moving on to the next and assuming they're not interested, you should assume that hey, maybe something came up and they didn't get to view the email, or their inbox is flooded and they just missed it. So to capitalize on every opportunity that you have in the inbox, we strongly recommend that you follow up regularly if they don't reply, and basically follow up to the point where you either get a yes or a no, but either way you want to make sure you get a reply. So some initial follow-ups, if you get kind of ghosted on the actual loom, is to lead with something like, were you able to implement that strategy I referenced in the video? How'd it work? If you have any more questions, let's hop on a call. So let's say for the instance of Chris, the video that I've been modeling this whole training, it would be like, were you able to implement that strategy I referenced in the call to actions on your website? How to work? Be really specific about the strategies you mentioned on the call. And this is really intent driven, right? Because you're not just following up like, oh, I'm just following up. No one wants to see that. If people see that you're asking about how you liked the video, what you took away from it, if you implemented any strategies, they're going to be more likely to open the email, be like, oh, shoot, I never even saw the video, and then go back and watch it. And then after they watch it, the hope is like they say, oh, I'm so sorry. I never got to implement this strategy. I just watched the video. Let's hop on a call to discuss further so I can implement it properly, which is the whole goal of, following up is to get them on the phone. Another way to frame it, I look forward to hearing what you were able to implement from the strategies I discussed in the video. Looking forward to hearing back from you. Thanks. Same thing. I look forward to hearing the results you saw from the strategies I discussed for you in the video. Basically, a bunch of different ways to say the same thing. If you don't want to be redundant, this is, if you want to follow up a handful of times and just keep referencing the original video, these are a couple great ways to do it. If they still don't answer after a couple emails, you could say something like, you likely found something in the video that you can apply right away. Happy to hop on a call to explain further. Also really intent driven. You're pitching the call and following up at the same time, which is efficient, and it's going to hopefully work and get them to respond and book a call with you. And then the beauty of Loom is you can see, if you go here, you can see who views it. So if you view it once, obviously it's going to have one view, but if it's only one view, that means that no one else viewed it, which means the prospect didn't see it. So if they haven't viewed the video yet, if you go in and check on Loom and no one's viewed it yet, this is where you can mention and say, noticed you haven't viewed the video yet. Once you do see it, let me know which strategy you found most useful, and let me know how it goes testing it out for, Nike or whatever company you're reaching out to. You can send it like this, or you can go a step further and go, if you want help adding the strategy to your TikTok arsenal or your social media arsenal or whatever it is you're discussing, you can say, wrap it up with, let's hop on a quick call to discuss implementing this for you. So a bunch of different creative follow-ups you can leverage. As always, like if you had the onboarding call with us, that we love to use the detective emoji and just send an emoji because it catches people off guard. So feel free to use the little detective emoji in your follow-ups as well if none of this is working. But yeah, just a bunch of different ways to attack the follow-ups and make sure that prospects actually reply back to you once you send them the email featuring the video. If you've hit them up a bunch of times and they still haven't gotten back, you can use closing file follow-ups. Like, I'm pausing the communication for now. However, if for some reason, making money from your email list or updating your website or whatever your offer is of interest in 2022, shoot me a message and let me know when would be a better time to connect. Or, have you given up on looking for a social media partner, or are you open to looking at some alternative options to help you with TikTok ads? So whatever your offer or service is, kind of insert that service here and just make it really intent driven and state the fact that they might still be looking for a social media partner and you're the best fit. And yeah, just basically ways to catch their attention with unique follow-ups that go a level deeper than just saying, hope your weekend was good, just following up, because, that's just junk. No one wants to read that in the inbox. Have you given up trying to do TikTok for your company, or are you still open to opportunities? And then this one is from our speech. we work with a language coach. This one's very bold. I know sitting on the fence hurts your ass. My job isn't to keep you there. My job is to get you on the other side. But staying where you are with your TikTok strategy is painful and costly. Are you open to a call? That's a really bold one to wrap up with. If you're feeling bold, you can use it. But whatever you feel is best. These are a couple ways to follow up. I'm running out of time on the video, but reach out with any questions. Thanks.